Hello, it's Molly with Bridget's Grove and 30 Days of Goddess, and I recently made a new little printable prayer book for my patrons at Patreon, which is patreon.com/Bridget'sGrove, and I wanted to show a couple of the different little options that I had with it. So this one was printed out really small, or not as small as it can be, but smaller than what I expected. I had a reduced margin set on my printer, and so it was smaller, and it fit into this little note card from David Designs that is really cute. And then there's a slightly bigger one that I put into a watercolor card that I had made at some point. And so I put it in there. And then they're reinforced with additional cards on the side and are on the inside covers. Little pockets added and then stitched at the binding. And then there's a lot of possibility you can add. The one side is blank with these additional things that you can color and work on, and so you can add a lot of things to it to kind of customize it, make it your own without necessarily needing to write anything new. But anyway, one of the things I wanted to share is that I made a mini version as well, and the mini version can be printed out to use as just prayer cards. So you can print it out on cardstock, leave the cards flat, and then you have a little set of prayer cards that you can color or add stickers to, etc. Or you can glue into your 30 Days of Goddess book to make a little pocket, etc., like I do with the cards from the back of the spiral bound prayer books. But what I wanted to share and explain, I've written this in writing in a patron post, and then I realized sometimes it's better to see things visually. So I printed out the mini prayer book file, which, because there are 20 prayers, when they're reduced in size like this, they don't make an even number of printed pages in terms of printing on both sides. So I like to print them out. These are printed out double-sided and then folded in half to sew. And when you print out the miniature pages and fold them in half, some of the pages have a blank side. So I decided I was going to split them up into 4 teeny tiny books instead, and then use the blank back side as the cover for each of the 4 little books. So each of the 4, you have a 20 prayer larger book, or when they're split up into sets of 3 little pages. So it's 3 pages, but they're printed on both sides except for one. So you have 3 little pages, and what you end up with is 5 little prayers per booklet. So 4 little booklets of 5 prayers each, and then the blank page can be the cover, and then you can decorate it the way you want to. And when they're split up like this, instead of having a fat little book that takes up a lot of room in a larger book, then what you end up with is a nice pocketable tiny addition to your larger book. So then you have a tiny little book inside. And I just stapled these. You could make them better and fancier, but that's what I did. And you could also do something like this and, mail it away to a friend, or tuck it into a gift basket for somebody who is struggling. Or, there's a lot of different things that you can do, but I had fun making the little booklets. So I wanted to explain a little bit more about that instead of just doing it in writing. So thanks for watching.